surrounding the controversial arrest of Jacqueline Craig and her daughters back in December. Tonight, News 8's Todd Unger was at a meeting that brought together 3 Fort Worth police officers whose lives have not been the same since that video went viral. Todd?
Yeah, John, this was a pretty interesting meeting, not because there was a heck of a lot of news to come out of it. That will actually happen at perhaps the next meeting, but because, as you mentioned, all those key players were in one room. To have them all in the same place at the same time, Chief Joel Fitzgerald, one-time Assistant Chief Abdul Pridgen, and Officer William Martin, is perhaps the surest sign yet the racial controversy that started with a viral arrest and takedown is far from over.
It's something that isn't going away, and I don't perceive that it'll go away anytime soon.
The men all showed up to a Police Civil Service Commission meeting Tuesday night. All in favor? Aye. Aye. Because the meeting revolved entirely around what happened after that December arrest of Jacqueline Craig and her daughters. They had called police to report a neighbor had struck one of their young children, but instead they were the ones arrested by Martin. Martin's body camera footage from the incident was illegally leaked soon after, and then last month, the chief announced Pridgen and another one-time assistant chief would be demoted because of their role in that leak.
I've done nothing wrong and justice will be served.
Pridgen told us then he would fight to keep his rank and job. The chief has faced scrutiny for his handling of the entire incident. And then there is Martin, who was initially suspended but is now back at work as his attorney tries to find out more about the leak and what happens next.
And I know a lot of people don't like to look at him as a victim, but he was, because we have laws, we have statutes, and they're expected to be followed, especially by commanders and high-ranking officials in the police department.
So even though they were all in that room tonight, the commission is essentially putting this all on hold until their next meeting, continuing all of these items, meaning Martin's request for a separate inquiry into that body camera footage. That's on hold right now, as is further demotion for Pridgen. He's already been knocked down to a captain. The chief is recommending he be knocked down to sergeant, which would be pretty unheard of in this day and age. Again, that is on hold, though. By the way, we checked with the district attorney's office tonight. They still have not received a criminal case from the department, which could still happen. We're live in Fort Worth. Todd Unger, Channel 8 News.
Thank you, Todd.